am Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum, and this is our first impressions of Doom Eternal.
So for first impressions, we're only allowed to play the game for 2 hours, and we can't talk to each other before this video.
Nope.
So, what did you think about it?
No, you go. I want to hear your opinions.
Okay, so I have pretty much only played the VR game of the last Doom.
None of the originals, and not the 2016.
Originals. No, I didn't play the 2016 one either. Just the VR version of Doom for the last one.
Okay.
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I started getting into it, and it took me a little while to get the hang of the system.
It's a little hard, but it's supposed to be.
I didn't really die that much, though. Like, I got down to almost death, like, a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually, like, kick the bucket until just a couple of times.
Now, how many missions were you able to do? I know. So there's the first mission, which is the barge, and then it goes into the Hell on Earth, and then it goes to Exaltia, which is like the day. It's like a day castle looking mission. Yeah. You get to that one?
I got to like the end of that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I think like the very next thing, I didn't time it exactly. Yeah. But it was right at about 2 hours. I got to start like the next Hell section after that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because you do that, and then you somehow, like, transport back into, like, the Hell area.
Yeah.
I thought that was really weird. So I was able to finish those first two missions to go back to the Fortress of Doom, which is an awesome name. That's your ship.
Yeah.
And it actually unlocks a whole lot of the rooms and stuff that you can go and explore.
Okay, I didn't get that far.
But
I could get to the rooms.
I can't remember exactly what you unlock ability-wise from where you were at. Did you get the dash?
I got the dash, and that helped tremendously because I suck with jumping puzzles. Yeah. And that is like my weakness in video games. Yeah. I'm like, oh no, like I got to, what was it? There's like a part where you have to like jump on the Hell on Earth area and like grab a pole and then jump over to the other side and then do a double jump to get there. Yeah. And I'm like, that almost killed me. And I'm like, oh my god, my first death is going to be because I suck at jumping puzzles.
Yeah. So Doom 2016, as far as I can remember, didn't have any puzzles like this. So this is like a whole new system that they've injected into this game. And for me, I really love this game, but I knew I was going to love this game. Mm-hmm. Like, leading up to this release, I've been listening to the 2016 Doom soundtrack, like, nonstop. Yeah. Like, my lock screen and my unlock screen on my phone are both Doom Eternal wallpapers. And so I always do that with games that are coming out. I did it for Borderlands 3, and then I had that until Doom Eternal. Yeah. Like, the puzzles in this game are super fun, and they're not like, oh, just jump here and do that. It's like, no, jump and then dash back and then let it drop and then dash again and it'll pop you up. Like, it's a really intricate system. And then all of the upgrades, like you got the suit upgrades, you got the weapon mods, and you upgrade the weapon mods, and then there's like the skills or traits, and then it's like. Yeah,
no, I started looking through everything as far as like the leveling system goes, and it's really interesting where you get to like decide how you want to upgrade your weapon. Yeah. And it looks like every weapon, because I've got 3 weapons so far. Yeah. Like I just unlocked the plasma gun before I had to stop playing.
That is the original plasma gun too, from like Doom 1 and 2.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks like you have like a long range, high damage version, and then you also have like a rapid fire, eats all your ammo, kills a lot of enemies version of like every weapon. Yeah, or every weapon I've got so far.
Yeah, I've only gotten the 3 as well, and so that seems to be the case. And you can get both mods. Yeah, and you can just swap between the 2, and then you can upgrade whichever mod you prefer.
So which mods were you going for at first?
With the shotgun, I have the mines. Yes, because that does a lot of damage. For the heavy rifle, I think is what it's called, I got the sniper. Yeah,
because I did the same on both.
You can pick off weapons, and then for the laser, I got the pulse blast or whatever, so that way you can just like unleash a bunch of ammo on people and then just pulse and it'll kill all the weaker enemies. I don't remember what the second one of the heavy rifle. Actually, I don't remember what the second ones of any of the weapons are.
The second one on the heavy rifle is the missile. Micro missiles.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that because one of the weekly challenges I was looking through, because it has weekly challenges and stuff you can progress to get different skins.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome. It gives it a lot of replayability. Yeah. It gives it, some extra stuff you can work toward and unlock, and I like that in games.
Yeah.
So I was looking through that, and I'm like, okay. And I remember seeing like micro missiles, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade that next. So instead of upgrading the pulse rifle, I'll use that upgrade for the heavy rifle instead.
And then when there was, I think it was the armor, you can upgrade like ammo and then armor. But if you upgrade the same ones, it'll connect to the trait, and it'll give you there's like what 6 or 8 different.
I think there's 8 different traits that you can do, and each one has 2 abilities, or I guess it's an ability, and each one has 2 traits you have to upgrade first. So you can have like, one of them's like you take less damage from fire or something.
I got the one where it pulls in loot from further away, where it like automatically pulls it in. So that was the one I got.
I don't think I went back. I think I forgot. I got the skill point, but I didn't go back and add it. I did health first off on one of them.
Yeah.
Because I found like I kept getting down to like almost no health all the time. I'm like, I need extra health here.
And I love how they design a system that it's like a rhythm game.
Yes.
Like you melee to get one thing, and then you do the chainsaw to get to another, and it just like you're dancing, or it's like it's a dancing game almost, and it's like, this is amazing.
So what is it? You shoot the enemies, and then they start flashing, and then you have to like do a finisher, and that gives you health and refills your chainsaw.
Yeah.
You use your chainsaw on enemies to get ammo back.
Yeah.
And so you have to keep this like constant system going. It's like, oh man, I'm running low on health. I need to like, finish kill some of them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like, about to run out of ammo. I got to go ahead and like chainsaw some enemies. Oh man, my chainsaw's running low. I got to melee some.
Yeah.
So I mean, it adds a lot of different layers to it, and really keeps you like focused on what you're doing.
Yeah, this is some of the best gameplay that I think I've ever played, maybe since the 2016 version, but I only remember that being like kind of like blah. Like
this is very different for like a shooter game.
Yeah.
Like it's not just you get to go in and shoot everybody, and if you're like, oh man, I'm about to die, I got to go take cover and heal a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you have to like kill enemies to heal.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's like it really pushes you to like go out and just be crazy, try different guns, and it's, I don't know, I really enjoy this. Were you able to play with like a headset, or did you just use your sound system?
I just use my sound system.
Were you able to like hear the music?
Yeah,
the music is awesome.
It's cool music.
It is really good music that really helps. In that Exaltia level, the Minotaur thing that jumps through the building and lands, and then the music that's playing. I don't know if you noticed that, like it kicked into some really heavy guitar stuff. Like, this is so cool. This is so awesome.
Now, I did, what was it, when you go up to that tower to find the other 2 hell priests, and you go in and it starts playing that, like, really, like, hardcore, like, Gregorian music and stuff. Yeah. I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah. It was kind of creepy, too. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, this is, and then the whole, there's, like, a story. But then there's this super deep lore that you have to, unfortunately, for some people, read. They're like, you really have to be patient and take your time.
Well, I haven't read that, and I'm probably not going to read it. But I mean,
there's enough
just from
there.
the opening and what you're getting through the story and the cinematics has been enough to really give it a lot more story than I thought it would. Yeah,
and I love how they straight up call you Doom Guy. Like the UAC news broadcaster, like the Doomslayer, otherwise known as Doom Guy. I'm like, this is so cool. They're having so much fun with this. It sucks that this didn't come out last year, because it probably would have won Game of the Year. But from what they said, the quality was not there, so it may not have actually won Game of the Year. It would have had some issues. And then honestly, like, this is the perfect game to come out right now.
Yeah.
Like, it is just,
because all hell's breaking loose.
Exactly. And it's like you're able to, I guess, let out frustration. It is hyper violent.
Yes.
But it's also fun. But it's also like got a story, and it's got progression systems, and it's perfect for like, I'm just gonna pick up and play like a level or 2.
Yeah. And see, one thing I found myself doing is I'd go through and like beat an area, and sometimes I'd see like some of the hidden things, the question marks. Yeah. And after I killed everything, I'd pull up the map and be like, okay, so that's over here, And then when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's something over here I didn't even see.
Yeah.
And then try and figure out the puzzle in each area to go back and get it. And most of them are pretty simple, but it's just a cool little extra thing.
Yeah. Were you able to get to, okay, the little bar on the top right, it has multicolored things. Yes. And you get points from that. Were you able to redeem any of those points yet?
I think like one wheel. Or two. Yeah, and it's like you upgrade your weapons with that.
Yeah, but it also has these like a wheel perk system to where it's like I upgraded to where I can automatically find all of the hidden. Not
okay, I haven't done that yet.
I think you unlock it at the end of that level, the Exaltia, after like when you get to the end of the hell thing. Mm-hmm. I think I might be wrong, but I bought this skill point or skill system to where it'll show where the hidden locations are, but not what they are. Mm-hmm. But you can buy a thing to tell you what they are. And then you can also buy a thing that shows where the auto map generator is. And so you can like automatically go there and it'll map out, the map for you.
Yeah.
There's so much baked into this game, and
for people who like going, where does this hallway go? I want to explore this. There is a ton of that kind of stuff in this game.
Yeah, like the puzzles. This is a first-person shooter with puzzles.
Yes.
And then it's also got, like it's a rhythm game where you're trying to, you're doing different powers. And
I don't want to say if I say it's rhythm. It's not like you have to do stuff to a beat. It's more like
I guess not a rhythm, but
I don't really know what I would call it. Like
I guess you kind of have to get into a rhythm of like learning how long something takes to recharge, and like do this and then do that, and you kind of get into a motion of like events.
Yeah, it's more. I guess you have to tune your flow of fighting.
Yeah. And then I've never played a game like this.
No, I don't really know what to compare this to.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly balancing. I guess it's more like balance based, because it's like you can't just go in and shoot everything because you don't have enough ammo for that.
Exactly.
And it's not like you can increase your ammo. Like you are tethered to a small ammo supply of a limited number of weapons.
Yeah.
So you have to balance getting more ammo from killing demons in a certain way while balancing getting more health from demons from a certain way.
Yeah.
While balancing getting more fuel for your chainsaw to kill demons to get ammo. It's a good like rock paper scissors balance you have to keep maintaining.
Yeah, and it's like you have seconds to make the decision of like, okay, I need health. Okay, get health, or I need ammo.
And then sometimes they throw like a ton of enemies at you, and you're just like overwhelmed.
Are you playing on the second difficulty? I think that's the normal.
Whichever one was the normal, I went with that one. I forget what it was called.
I love their difficulties. They're really good. And like the game is pretty difficult, and the game is like an average playthrough is like 15 hours long. Mm-hmm. So like there's a good chunk left. Are you gonna continue playing?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna continue playing it. I've really enjoyed going through and playing what bit I have.
And like we have, finishing up the second mission. Obviously, it's not going to be too far into the game, but like we haven't come across a boss fight yet.
Yeah,
and like those are so cool.
Well, at the the top of the tower with the Hell Priest, it's like this I guess superior demon or whatever comes out and starts talking to you, and your AI unit just literally tells you like she's pretty much invulnerable, and I'm like, I have a shotgun and a machine gun and very limited ammo.
Yeah.
I don't know how this boss fight's gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. And like when you start off in the barge, and then you leave the barge to do when you land on like the Earth City area, and then that huge Minotaur thing's walking by, I know you're gonna fight that. Oh yeah. I just, at some point I know that you're gonna fight that.
So you keep seeing like almost like they made Pacific Rim style mech suits for like in the form of Doom Guy.
I hope that you pilot one.
I can almost guarantee you will end up like having to pilot one at some point.
I want
to take out one of those.
I want to pilot one and fight one of those Minotaurs.
Because I've seen like 2 or 3 scenes where like the mech suit is like incapacitated, but it killed a demon or something.
Yeah,
like, just in the background of levels.
So there is something in the ship that. Maybe a spoiler. I don't know, because you were super close to seeing unlocking the ship to like explore.
Yeah.
How would you feel about me telling you that, or would you rather just see it yourself? It's not really like a story spoiler, but it's a I really want to see what they do with this.
All right, go ahead then. I mean, I didn't get quite that far. My 2 hours, I probably spent too much time like exploring and finding hidden things.
I was like, I just play. I want to explore. I want to find all the collectibles. I'll go back and replay those missions. Just play. I just wanted to see what I can do. At the very bottom of the ship, there's this huge cylinder thing, and it is the top part of your armor. It matches what your armor is, but it is the size of one of those Minotaur things.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's one of those giant mechs, and you're gonna pilot it at some point.
And then there's and it's in the trailers, and I think it's even on the box cover, which we don't have, but the sword that you see him with, it's called the Unmaker, I think, and that's in the Fortress of Doom, and so I'm assuming if you get all the collectibles or whatever, you'll unlock it. I'm like, dude, there's so much into this game that I already want to find everything, and I really hope it's a Metroidvania style game to where you'll come across a point in Mission 4 that you won't be able to do anything with it until you get to Mission 7 and you unlock something, and then you can come back and replay that mission. I'd hope so, but if not, it's still not a big deal.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything like that. I mean, most of the stuff I have found,
you can
I've
do
been
on your
able
own
to go back and do. It's just a matter of, okay, there's this thing behind this wall or over at this area. How can I figure out how to get over there to get to it?
Yeah, and they're really smart too. It takes you a minute to look around, but then the few that I've done, I think on I can't remember. There was finding those walls with the cracks. It was oh, okay, cool. Yeah, go there. You just hit it, and they're okay, secret area found or secret found. And so I don't know. I really like this game. This is the perfect time for this game to come out. Perfect situation for people to be at home to play this game.
But yeah, no, I was probably why I didn't get quite as far. I went through and started getting a little sidetracked on some of those. I cleared out an area and started going and doing and finding all those things.
Yeah.
And for the last couple levels, I found nearly all of them. So I've got almost 100 completion rate.
Yeah.
There's one or two things toward the beginning of the first level when I didn't know to start looking for it.
Yeah.
And
did you get the fast travel?
Yeah, I got the fast.
That wasn't in 2016, and then when I got to the point where I noticed I was missing stuff, you unlock it at the end of the first level, I think. Yeah. When you get to the Hell Priest, I was I missed. I found out that the weapon mods you can unlock all the weapon mods. I thought that you could only use one per weapon, you have to choose, and that's it. And so when you start that Hell on Earth mission, there's a weapon mod station right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was I can't. I don't want to use it on my other weapon. So I got all the way to almost the tower, and I was should I just restart the game, or can I go back? I don't think I could. And then I get to the tower, and it's you've unlocked fast travel, and explain it. I'm they literally thought of everything.
Yeah.
And it's super quick too.
Yeah. Now they've really baked in a lot of replayability in this that I think most shooter games are not going to have this kind of level of replayability to be able to go back, find collectibles, do daily challenges, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I really like that, and it's something that's a bit unique toward this type of shooter game.
Yeah, I guess it's comparable to obviously the old school Doom games and the old school Wolfenstein, but it's that's perfect. This is the most hardcore arcade game I've ever played.
Yeah.
And it's it's super fun, but then there's also got story, but then it's super difficult, but then you can also just go and obliterate, little minion demons and stuff.
Yeah.
And this game has everything, and it's the perfect time for this game. I really wanted to play more. I was dude, I just want to I want to play.
So, okay, what are some of your favorite aspects of this game so far? If you had to really distill it down to what you really liked about it.
The system of, I guess, resource management, of making the decision, I enjoy, because it kind of goes back to my love of survival horror games.
Yeah.
I only got this much, so I'm going to do that. And it forces you to use different weapons.
Yes.
Which most first-person shooters, everyone tends to find a weapon that they enjoy, and then they just use that. In Halo, it was the battle rifle and the pistol, or the pistol and the shotgun, or whatever. Yeah. This is I'm out of ammo for the shotgun. All right, switch over to the next gun, and I got shotgun ammo. Go back to the shotgun. And it's just so that I really enjoy. I think for me personally is the music, because Doom 2016 and then this Doom are the only two that have soundtracks that I would listen to outside of like playing the game. Yeah. And it's like, you know, I follow Mick Gordon, who is the music producer, and then like the drummer that he uses is a drummer for a band that I listened to well before I knew, like before Doom 2016 was a thing. So I guess for me personally, the music stands out a lot, and like I was saying, I like the systems of like going back and forth, but I mean everything else is like still like it's like you're eating a cake, and then everything else is like pudding that's like around the cake, and like it's all good.
Okay, so what don't you like about the game, or wish they had done differently?
Okay, I may have to think on that.
One thing that hit me on the very beginning, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like this or not. I'm scared now. Was when I first booted up the game, like it required you to give your email and log in to like a Bethesda thing. Like a lot of them have those services, but it's like an optional thing. This, you literally can't play the game unless you create an account.
Yeah, I think Bethesda's done that before with another game. They made it to, I think it was Wolfenstein Youngblood, which was the last release prior to this, and I think that was like required that you were online.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm like, I don't want to have to give up my email and get my inbox spammed because I want to play a game.
Yeah, that is annoying.
That's to me that hurts the game. Like as soon as that came up, and I'm like, can I do this later? Because EA has the EA Access and Ubisoft has the Ubisoft Club. But it's not like you have to do those to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, I do the Ubisoft one because you get points and you can use it to unlock stuff in the games and other games. But this, I was like, ooh, this is already giving me a really bad feeling. I don't know how I feel about this already. I was getting a little nervous.
Yeah, I think I was just so excited to play that I didn't pay attention to that. I'm pretty sure there was like a user agreement thing that you have to go through in the beginning, and I was like, I don't care. I mean, maybe not. I actually don't remember.
Well, I mean, there is like the user agreement stuff, but it's all tied to that account thing.
Yeah.
But pretty much like if you say like I don't want a Bethesda account, then you don't get to play the game.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. But I guess if you just go offline, you can. I would assume.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because like then you couldn't even like that's the first thing. There is no come back later. There is no.
Oh wow!
Like it is fill out this account and join the Bethesda Club, or you don't get to play the game.
Huh?
And
we should look into that.
I was like, ooh, I don't like the feel of this.
Yeah. I guess just from the first two missions that I played, the one thing that I kind of like. Come on, it's 2020. Like no more silent protagonists. Like that's so annoying, and I hate how he's just like. Someone's telling him something, and he's just kind of staring at him. I'm like, dude, you were awesome. You were a demon slayer. Just say something. Even if it's like a grunt or just like a one-word sentence, just say something.
Okay, I kind of like the fact he doesn't say anything, because like it gives him that like bit of mystery to him and stuff. Like he doesn't need to be like popping off one-liners like Duke Nukem every 15 seconds or something.
True, yeah.
I'm like, I feel like that would kind of take away from his mystique. He's like, I don't need to talk. I'll let my guns do the talking. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I guess he kind of his armor looks a lot like Master Chief, and Master Chief talks. So maybe they wanted to differentiate.
But I mean, overall, like I guess what I really liked about it. I like that like balance system where you have to keep you on your toes.
It's unique for sure.
Yeah, and I really like some of the stuff they've like baked into the game, as far as like going back, finding hidden collectibles, like having missions and challenges to unlock other things. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff they put in here where it's not just going to be okay. I played the story mode and I'm done.
Yeah. That's what I'm like kind of curious about of these average playthroughs being 15 hours. Is that them getting everything? Is that them ignoring it? Is it a mixture of the two? Because like I wonder if like you rush through, just do the missions and stuff, and it's like 10 hours. I'm like, okay, but
it's definitely gonna take me a little longer because I enjoy clearing out an area and then exploring everything.
Yeah, like tonight, I'm debating on going back to replay the first 2 missions because you can mission select.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about going back and getting the rest of the collectibles or just moving forward. And so I might do a new mission to kind of get something refreshing and then go back and like replay the 2.
I'll probably go through. I'll finish the story mode for sure.
Yeah.
And pick up all the collectibles I can find along the way.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably go back and see if I can hunt down some of the other ones I couldn't find in my first run around.
Were you able to get into the battle mode? Like, did you have that enacted or anything?
I just wanted to focus on the story to try everything. I saw it was an option.
Yeah.
But I was still trying to download it. So my first little bit, like I couldn't even access it.
Yeah.
Until it was finished downloading.
Okay.
And then around the time it finished, like I had a little extra time, but I'm like, I just want to try and finish out this last story mission.
Battle mode. I think from the menu when you go into battle mode, you play as a demon, like in someone else's game.
Oh.
But so 2 players can invade your game, and they'll play as like player-controlled demons. But you have to make your game able to accept that. Like from the single, like if you do campaign, I think you have to go into the menu, go to online settings, and then make it to where you can be invaded. And then at those battle points, with the
little swords and shield are crossed.
Those will have a chance to have real players come in as demons.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it's like it's from like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like they'll have like player invasions come in, and I think you're automatically opted out. But you have to choose to do that because that would be really annoying if like someone who's really good at the game and invade your game and just annihilates
comes in like the first area you're at.
And
I could see that.
There's like 2 or 3 different demons that you get to play as too.
Huh.
And so
okay, I do have to say there's like one demon in there I've encountered a couple of times that really like sucks to fight.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger one and it just like constantly follows you and takes like a lot of hits. It's like it's like big and muscular and stuff. I don't remember what it's called.
It's the Minotaur looking thing. It's on hooves and it's got little horns and it like does the slam attack, I think.
Something like that. I can't remember if he has horns or not.
He may not have horns, but they're annoying. They will chase after you.
Yeah, he just keeps following you. And it's like I'll be in a good flow and then like I have to stop and like kind of train all the other demons around and pick some of them off, and it makes it a lot harder to keep like your ammo and health cycle going because like he takes so much damage.
Yeah. Apparently, in a lot of the reviews I've been reading, there are these marauders that you come across, which are like armored, like big demons with like axes, and they are like insanely hard to like fight against because they're armored and then they can like really knock you out.
Yeah.
But I haven't come across those yet. But I mean, overall, this game's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I really enjoyed it too. This is my first like real playthrough of a Doom game.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's definitely not what I expected it to be at all.
Well, even for me, because like playing 2016s, I was like, okay, that was really straightforward. It was like imagine Doom, like this Doom without half the upgrades and without any of the like you can do enough damage to an enemy to get the flashing animation, and you can do melee, and that would give you health back. But that was it. There was nothing else. There was no chainsaw. There was no flamethrower or the grenade launcher thing. Like all that stuff is completely new, and all the puzzle systems, all of like a lot of the upgrades. I think we had weapon mods and the armor upgrades in their Doom, and that was it. That was literally it. So it was like they've added a whole lot. Plus, it's like. The game looks really good too.
Yeah, no,
the level design is awesome, and then the enemy design's awesome, and the so that plasma rifle is the original plasma rifle. Like I can show you a picture and it's the same thing. And then the enemies with like the buzz cuts, like the human looking enemies, those are from Doom 2. So those weren't in the 2016 version. So because this is the sequel to Doom, they added them in. And I'm like, this is so cool. I like this game a lot. It was a huge surprise. It came out at the perfect time. If this came out like any closer to any major releases, it probably would have got overlooked.
Yeah, no, I would agree. But no, I'm definitely glad I played it. It's not something I would have normally picked up, but I enjoy it.
That's cool. And then hopefully, like doing these first impressions, we can come across games that we wouldn't play. And like the next two, I think we were going to both play those anyways. Yeah. And so hopefully we'll come across a game that like you are super excited for, but something I would never play.
Yeah.
But I don't think that for the next 2 months the game's coming out, or we're both kind of like, yeah, we'll play. They're fine. So hopefully this, or maybe we'll have a game that we both don't like, which I don't think we've had yet.
No, not yet.
Last week was Warzone. You were kind of you didn't really hate it, but you were just kind of like, not as good as Blackout.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far it's been really positive. So hopefully there'll be something that we don't like, or maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll have to stay tuned and find out.
Yeah. Well, this was our Doom Eternal first impressions. I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
We're the Game Forum.